Okay.
Alright, hello everyone. I'm Owen Winfrey and welcome to Despots Anonymous. I would like to welcome our new member today. His name is Vitellius. Introduce yourself and then everyone else will greet you.
Hi, I'm Vitellius and I was an emperor for 8 months.
And you'll be like, hi,
Hi, Vitellius.
Alright, so Vitellius, we're here. I want to emphasize the fact that this is a learning and growing environment. We want to help you come to terms with what you did during your reign. Now, can you explain to us what that was?
Well, I think I was a pretty good emperor, all things considered. I was popular with the troops. Back when I was in Germania, I was actually quite friendly with all of the troops, embracing them or belching with them. I got quite a reputation out there. When I first took the throne of Rome, after my predecessor Otho was assassinated, I executed his assassins, which made me even more popular with the people of Rome. And then, when I tried to abdicate, both times I tried to abdicate, the people refused to let me go. They rioted in the streets to make sure I would stay emperor. So I think I was kind of like Augustus, actually.
Are you saying there's nothing that you did wrong during your reign? Because remember, this is Despots Anonymous. There was something that you did, obviously, that brought you here today.
Well, there are a few little things. I mean, when I did become emperor, I made my subjects carry me in a litter through the streets. But that's not that big a deal, just maybe kind of extravagant. I was a little gluttonous, too. I would go to senators' houses and demand that they feed me. These feasts would cost upwards of 400,000 sestertii, and even I, for my world-renowned appetite, could not eat all 2,000 of the fish that I demanded they serve. But, and this one minor thing, a man with a fever asked me, the Emperor of Rome, to bring him a glass of cold water. Well, I'm the Emperor, so to teach him a lesson, rightfully so, I brought him a glass of poison.
So are you saying that what you did wasn't wrong? Okay, let's look at the 5 steps right now. We're in denial. You're denying.
No, I'm not.
Okay, do not get angry with me. That's the second
No,
step.
come on. Let's work this out. A few little deals. Come on.
We need to move on from this and help you accept what you've done. Okay?
Okay.
Can we move on to acceptance, please? Can you accept that what you did wrong so you can learn and grow from your experience?
Maybe I wasn't the best emperor Rome's ever had, but I was good to my family at least.
Well,
very good to my family.
It's funny that you bring that up because we actually have a letter from your mother here. To paraphrase, she pretty much says that she hopes you fall off a cliff and break into a million pieces and get eaten by sharks. Why would she say that to you?
Well, okay, I'm the emperor, see? So I went to consult the oracle to see how long I would rule, normal stuff. And the oracle told me that I would have a long and powerful reign if my mother died before me. Well, she was a fit old lady, so I couldn't wait for her to die by herself. I did the only logical option. I starved her to death.
Can you please admit right now that what you did was wrong? That you trusted a crazy old woman that lives in a cave, smokes drugs for a living, and raised you from an early age? Can you grow from this?
I did that wrong. I played my cards wrong.
Alright, so that's good. Now, I would like everyone to welcome our guest speaker for the week, Emperor Titus.
Hi, Titus.
Hey, Titus.
Titus is here to explain to us, because he was a good emperor, he's here to explain how to be better than the same.
I was an okay emperor after my dad Vespasian passed away, but I ruled for 2 years as opposed to your 8 months, but it wasn't really easy 2 years. Rome had a big fire burn for 3 days and nights. Then Mount Vesuvius erupted, who hasn't heard about Pompeii, in 77 AD. And then one of the worst plague outbreaks to ever hit Rome occurred, and it was a very bad situation. So I did one of the few things I thought could help the people.
Kill your subjects and enemies?
No. I treated them like they were my children and helped them in any way I could. I even I even sold the tapestries and stuff from my mansions, all the wealthy stuff, so I could have money to support them.
Now, Vitellius, what was your motto when it came to your citizens?
The only thing that smells better than a dead enemy is a dead citizen.
Crazy. I'm
You
glad my
understand now why
dad
that
told
was
me all.
That's not really good answer,
It's not. Now, Titus, do you have any other things you would like to talk about and you want to get off your chest?
Well, I do regret one thing. You see, Rome had a chicken god, and I wanted to build a temple, but never could, and since then, chickens have always looked at me with a very hateful eyes, always wanting to kill me, it seems.
All right, thank you, Titus. Now, the last thing we're going to do is we have some drawings made from the local kindergarten, and we're going to take turns reading the different uplifting mottos to really help ourselves move forward. Now, let's take turns. So let's read this one.
When it's dark enough, you can see the stars.
That's good stuff. Okay. Should I read this one?
The world is round, and the place that may seem like the end may only be the beginning.
Only the beginning. Do you see now? Right? What was this one? Oh, last one. Okay.
You only live once, that's the motto, YOLO.
That was from the 21st century poet named Drake. We still studying him today, hundreds of years later. All right. So I think that's good for today. I'd like to invite all our members to come back next week, and we can talk again and move forward with our lives. And we actually have a new guest speaker next week. He was actually an emperor later in the 21st century. Into his 50s, he was hated by most of the world after he conquered the southern hemisphere and most of Europe, and that is Carl.